Hey guys, it's Jackie. I have a couple of Mother's Day cards to share with you. I've already shown you all three of these and I thought I was done, but I decided to make one more because I'm actually replacing that one that I wasn't super happy with. And then I also am going to share some washi tape with you and my little, well, I shouldn't say little, my huge ink tower that I made. I designed it and I made it out of foam board, and it's pretty rickety looking, but I'm kind of considering it more of a prototype than anything because I'm going to make a wood one using the dimensions, well, some of the dimensions that I used for the foam board one because I like it. So, alright, so I already shared this card, but in case you didn't see my other video, this is one of my Mother's Day cards. And here's the inside. And then this one, I have not finished the inside yet. I totally forgot that I didn't until I was getting ready to make this video, and then I realized that, it's empty. Oops. Anyway, so there's that one. And then I made this one back here. When I was making this card, I made it totally on a whim. I didn't have like a design in my head or anything, which sometimes it comes out great when you work that way, but to me this one just did not basically make the cut, so I will be holding on to it, I guess. I'm not going to give it. It says, "Mom, we appreciate you," and then we put our names right there. There's that lion. It was a little too circus themed to me for Mother's Day, so I'm going to hold on to that. And I replaced it with this one that I just finished. And before I made this card, I did kind of draw out, I'll show you, where'd it go? I drew out what I was going to do. So here's my drawing. I was originally going to have the flower bunch on the other side, and I was actually thinking about making more of those paper flowers or paper piecing or, whatever, but I ended up just stamping. And then I knew I was going to have the butterflies look like they're coming out of it and flying, and then I was going to do like a Happy Mother's Day sentiment right there, but I changed my mind. And then for the inside, I knew that I was going to do two butterflies with like flight paths in there, and then another sentiment that's longer. So I'll show you what I actually ended up doing. So these, let me see, I'm going to try to zoom in here. Okay, so these bottom flowers, I think all of these were Tim Holtz stamps. And I don't have his distress markers, I just used his inks, his distress inks, and I kind of just tapped on different spots of the stamp. So that's how that came out. And then on this bottom, to add like extra grass, I just flipped the stamp around. So I'll show you. And I would only ink up that part. So that's like one of the flowers, and I would just ink up that part and then stamp it. And I did the same thing with the bottom of that one. So just to add some extra greenery, and I used different colors. So that's how I did that. And then for the butterflies, they're perfect pearls, so they're shiny. I'll try to show you how shiny they are. And to get a good impression, like a lot of, to have it really shiny, on a light colored paper, all you need to do is use the Perfect Pearls black perfect medium, which I have this on my website right now. It's actually the Intoxicating Deal, so it's a really, really low price, but it's also limited quantities. So if you're looking for the black perfect medium, I can almost guarantee you that I have the lowest price you're going to find. I obviously can't search every single store out there, but all the ones that I did, I beat their price. So if you're looking for it, I have it. Also, I wanted to show you on these blue butterflies. I'm just going to pick the camera up. Okay, so, whoops. Okay, So see that blue one up in the corner right there? Okay, and then this one. If you notice, this one over here is a little bit darker and not maybe as shiny or silvery as that one. And all I did was, after I put the blue Perfect Pearls on it, I just went in and I dabbed some, I'll show you, it's from the dollar store. I just dabbed some of this blue eyeshadow right on there, and it held, and it just turned it a little bit more, you know, silvery. So that's that. Okay, and then this background I made, it was a white piece of paper. If you want to know how I did it, just let me know. It's kind of lengthy to tell you, so it does have a little bit of embossed edges, but so I did that. Layered it with a black piece of paper. It's up on some pop dots, and then I just kind of drew in with a silver pen just like some little flight paths for them so that you could really tell that they're coming out of the flower bunch. And then the inside, this is actually the same exact paper as the outside. The only difference is this outside one I distressed a little further with some, I think I used peeled paint maybe. I just, you know, put that down directly to my craft mat, spritz it with a little bit of water, and ran the paper through it to make it a little more distressed and dark, where the inside is just how the paper came. So it's a little bit brighter. And then for these hummingbirds, I actually used pigment ink, and I used those petal point ones, and I don't really, how do I explain that? I just, on the stamp, I just used, you know, the petal point of it, and I just kind of went wherever, and that's how I got those multiple colors on there. I didn't use any markers or anything, which I think you can kind of tell, because if I had, it'd probably be a little bit better than that. And I did the same thing for the little guy down there. And this was a white piece of paper, and I took some distress ink to it. It was worn lipstick. And I used my ink blending tool, and I know it's not perfect, but I wanted it to look kind of distressed, so there's like darker spots and everything. And then to get the lines on there, I actually have a recipe card stamp, so I just used the lines off that in the same worn lipstick, because I wanted it to be, you know, not totally prominent. And then this sentiment I actually stole off of a plaque I saw at Walmart, and it said, "God cannot be everywhere at once, so he created mothers." And I thought that was like a cute sentiment, but I didn't like the plaque they were selling, so I kind of jacked that quote from there. But I don't really know if it said who made the quote, and I'm not trying to claim it. I didn't make it up. I got it off the plaque at Walmart. So anyways, that is the card that I made to replace that other circusy themed one. And then I want to show you, if you're looking for washi tape, I recently did a blog post on I called it Washi Tape Purchasing Secret, and I put do the math. So it's not really a secret, it's just if you want to make sure that you're getting a good price on washi, the trick is to just do the math, because they'll try to, some people, I don't know if some people purposely try to trick you, but they'll do it'll be like 10 meters, and they'll sell it for how much somebody else is selling, or like a little bit cheaper than the price that somebody else is selling 15 meters for, and some people don't really pay attention to that. They're just like, oh, this one's cheaper. So just be careful, because when I first started buying washi, I kind of got burned on, it was actually the Dear Lizzy American Crafts, Dear Lizzy Enchanted. Those are pretty significantly overpriced. They're really good designs, but I think they're kind of overpriced. But anyways, I have a whole chart and breakdown of all of that on my blog if you want to check it out. And these are the ones I got from Drew. These are a pretty decent price. The good thing about his washi is that they're all the same price, so you don't need to do the math on every single one. And so that's pretty good. And he did have a discount code. He probably still has it because I ordered these right when he put a video out, and then I think they showed up at my door like 3 days later, so really good. I'm in Arizona though, and he's in California, so that could be one reason they got here so fast. But anyways, so these are the ones that I got, and he has, I think the code is like 10 off 25, so you get 10% off if you spend $25 or more. So his Etsy shop is Discount Charms. So, and his YouTube handle is cardofmyeye. So he has some really, really great washies on there. And I also did buy some washi from a company on Etsy called Washi Tape, and that was a good price as well. I'm just going to show you really quick. It's a lace. They have other colors too. Really pretty. Anyways, okay, so I'm running out of time here. So I'm going to speed up a little bit. Actually, I'm just going to show you really quick. Here's the difference. This is the Dear Lizzie Enchanted, which it's very pretty and I like it a lot. But it's a pretty big difference when you compare to that, and I paid a lot more for these. So that is the deal there. Okay. So my last thing I want to share with you is my crazy ink tower that I created. It is huge. It's 12 by, I can't remember. It's huge. I'll show you. 12 by 18 maybe? And it could be taller if I wanted it to be. Oop, there it is. Okay, so this thing's gigantic. It's made out of black foam board, and I'm in the process of trying to collect all of the Tim Holtz Distress inks, so I'm getting there. The ones that you actually see the labels on are the ones that I've had for a while, and then the ones that don't are the ones I recently got. So there's that. I made it so that I could actually store a couple things on top as well, like bottles. So I have all that stuff up there. My like blending pads. So like all of that's empty. All that's empty, which leads into the Distress inks. And then this has some Versamark, and then like some random other like some cheapo dye ink ones. So yeah, and then this was actually, this cubby holes, these cubby holes right here were actually supposed to house my color box pedal points, but I kind of screwed up when I was making it. The problem with doing a multiple day project is sometimes I forget, I make design changes in the middle of them, and I don't write it down, because originally this was going to be the top level, and then I decided that I wanted this one with like all the multiple like spots to be the top level, because then I wouldn't have to worry about if I want to put tall things in there. So anyways, my point is the pedal boxes are taller than the rest of the other stuff, so they won't go in now because I wasn't thinking when a couple days later I came back to the project, and I forgot that that's the reason that I had that as the top level. But like I said, it looks really rickety and everything. It's pretty much held together by hot glue, like more than anything. And I really just want to use this as a, oh, and I have it on the Lazy Susan. Forgot to mention that. That was like a big part of it. It's just a cheapo one from Walmart, which I just assembled because I used to have my inks on the Lazy Susan, and they were all stacked up on top of each other, and it bugged the crap out of me. So that is why I made this, and I hope to make one out of wood, and if I do, I'll definitely share that with you. Trying to think if I'm missing anything I wanted to let you know. Sorry for the lapse of talking here. That's it. So I hope all of you mothers out there have a great Mother's Day. I'm not a mother, but I have multiple mothers that I love, so that's why I made so many Mother's Day cards, and I really look forward to treating them and giving them cards and presents and hanging out with them. So if you're a mother, have a great day. If you have a mother, which everybody does, I hope you make their day great. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!